And now, Giants Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
Got to change my outfit today. As close as I can get. Close. That's close. All right, welcome to Giants Sports Saga for the post game of Giants versus Guardians. Giants squeak one out, 2-1. Logan Webb was freaking awesome, but the lineup. Where the hell is it? The lineup.
I'm having chest pain.
Man, dude, I tell you, I was getting pretty pissed off, Glenn. I don't know about you, but I was getting pretty damn pissed off. What's up, Justin?
Got to trade Wilmer.
You can't trade Wilmer Flores. That's the reason. He is the reason. People, or I shouldn't say people, teams trade for guys like Wilmer Flores when they're in the running, when they're in the hunt, so to speak. Yeah. The Giants are in the hunt. So you don't trade away a guy that you're going to need down the stretch. And if you get into the playoffs, you're going to have a key at bat and you're going to need his damn bat. You're going to need it. Guy's awesome, man. My gosh. Anthony says can't hit into the wind. Huh. I tell you, but it's a good thing freaking Logan Webb is on the mound. That guy was awesome today, man. It went 7 innings, had 9 strikeouts, only allowed 1 earned run. And the Giants Giants had opportunities. And you know what, Anthony, it's not even about hitting into the wind. Freaking just find some grass with guys in scoring position. All right, hey, you know what? Let's just get right into it. And guys, this is going to be one of two. A little bit shorter for this one, but tonight we will have a series preview with our friend Justin from back east talking about the Boston Red Sox. So let's get into this. How about that?
And now, today's Giants in Review on Giants Sports Talk Live.
There you go. Giants win 2-1. Cleveland is 37-36. Giants are now 42-33. Cleveland 1 run on 7 hits. Giants 2 runs on 5 hits. Webb gets the win, drops his ERA to 2.4. Duvall gets the save. Festa gets the loss. The hitting, look, there ain't going to be much. It was 5 hits today. Yastrzemski, no hits. Adames, no hits. Devers had a hit there at the end of the game. I think it was in the 8th inning, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't really, they weren't able to tack on any runs, but he did get a nice hit today. Ramos was 0-4. Dominic Smith was 0-4. Schmidt with a 2-hit game. Good for the kid. Because right now the Giants need him. He's up and he's down, right? And that's just kind of what you have to deal with a young player. But look, I'm rooting for him. I hope maybe the Giants don't have to make a move at second base, but I don't know. We'll have to see. It's tough, man. It's tough. Lee 0-4 today. Bailey 0-4. Cox had a hit today. It was a little dribbler, and he freaking sped up the line, was able to get a hit. But unfortunately, couldn't score. And Flores, the hero of the day today, goes out there, hits a huge 2-run double, man. That was freaking huge. Wilmer coming up doing Wilmer things, right, Glenn? I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? And didn't you see the stage being set for that to unfold the way it did?
Yes. You saw it. You saw it.
Bunt, Wilmer. There you go.
That made sense.
Game in hand.
That made sense. Bob Melvin made some good moves right there for that simple fact. You had a guy on first and second. You had Bailey coming out. Bailey is a fantastic bunter. Dropped down to a beautiful bunt. And then here comes up Wilmer. He was able to get it done, man.
It's called managing.
Yes, exactly. And it's called a guy clutching up. Clutching up.
2 strike at bat.
Dude, the guy knows what to do, man. The guy knows what to do.
He saves his best efforts are with 2 strikes, Eric.
Yeah, and with guys on. And with guys on. I love the guy.
There you go. How many games Eric, how many games has he won for us?
A lot.
Dude.
A lot. He's
quite literally, we're what, about 12 games over right now? And he's won those 12 games.
I'm telling you. Yeah, right. I mean, he's been a huge part of the Giants' success, man.
Trade Will.
Gosh, I don't get it. I honestly, I don't get it. Whatever.
Well, we'll do a fun exercise a bit later on that'll
Yeah, we are gonna absolutely. Webb goes 7 strong. This is what Webb does. Allowed 7 hits, only 1 earned, 9 strikeouts, and no walks. Rodriguez came in for an inning, was dominant, got you 2 strikeouts. Duvall comes in, get you to save, man.
Dude, that's back-to-back games. Do you remember I was telling you about the Las Vegas line and the Webb outing last weekend? And I said, what, the over-under was like a walk and a half?
Yeah.
And I said, oh, my God, I'll put the money on the over on that one. So that's back-to-back games.
Where he hasn't walked very many. Dude, None, right. I mean, this guy is pitching his ass off, man. Kevin Burke. Webb is a Cy Young candidate. 100%, man. 100%. And you look over the last few years, he's always gotten a few votes. I think last year he finished 4th.
He's an all-star. He's an all-star.
He's going to be an all-star. I think Ramos is going to be an all-star. So we'll see how this all. And of course, Devers, he's going to be an all-star. There's no.
And he's not flashy enough, but Wilmer's in my mind, he's an all-star.
You know what?
An all-star performance.
Yeah, I mean he's
comeback player of the year.
Could say that, yeah, because last year he was hurt, didn't do a damn.
Comeback player of the year, Eric.
Couldn't do a damn thing last year, but this year, man, love it. Freaking love it.
Yeah, the Willie Mack Award winner for 25. Put it in the books.
Team
vote.
Flores.
Team vote. They usually go for the underdog kind of player. Oh,
you know. Whoa. Hey.
I got a call. Hang on. I'll be back.
All right. No worries. All right. All right, there we go. All right, Glenn will be back here shortly. But again, guys, Wilmer Flores going out there and getting the job done. Look, the Giants, man, they got to figure out a way. I mean, they got to win today, but they got to figure out a way to get a damn hit with runners in scoring position, man. Come on. The situational hitting and the execution. My gosh, how many times you guys got – the one that really pissed me off is when freaking they had what was it? It was 1 out. Not Flores. Ramos got hit by a pitch. He was on first base. They're getting maybe something going here, and they freaking strike him out and throw him out. Dude. Oh my gosh, man. That was the one. That was the straw that broke the camel's back for me, and I was pretty damn pissed, guys. Pretty damn pissed. The Adames double play was another one. I mean, it's like, come on. What is going on, man? Fossey. Wife would just walk in and ask why I'm in class right now. Oh, my gosh. That's good. Ibrahim, do EpiPens work for people allergic to runners in scoring position? We can start a GoFundMe. Hey, thanks, Fossey. Appreciate that. Oh my gosh. Good stuff. Hey, again, it's fun. As they say, right? Holding court. That's what we're doing every night here on Giant Sports Talk Live. We're holding court. And it's fun, right? I love having fun with you guys, and it looks like you guys have fun back. So right on, man. That's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of YouTube. Otherwise, we couldn't do that. Man, I'll tell you, isn't that pretty damn amazing what you could do with YouTube? It's freaking awesome. All right. Did you get a recall?
Oh, dude. You think the chat gets me worked up? I know it's a scam. You know, you got the problems with your website. I said, get the guy who sold me the website to give me a call. Well, I'm the guy. I said, no, you're not the guy. Who is this? Well, my name's Zach. I said, well, you didn't sell me the website. So I'm like, I just hung up on him. I said, I got to go. I'm on the air. My fans await. Click. I have a concern why my phone is ringing through the laptop, though.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Hey, Big Brother's watching. Big Brother is watching.
Dude, I'll be glad to get back to the Bay Area. Oh,
I bet. Armand, hey, man, it's a pleasure to have you in the chat, too, man. You come in here, and you gave some great takes. We love bringing you on. Absolutely. All right, there we go. Ooh. President Posey. It's funny how you say that. I know you like stat head comparisons. Ramos is toe-to-toe with Tatis. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Anthony chased me away. Anthony,
Check.
Good call, Anthony.
What happened?
Time for a refreshment break. Cracking open a cold Pepsi as we speak. Cheers, everybody, on a big win. Hey, it's a big win, Eric, but before you get into those messages, listen, dude. It's been a while. I haven't gone down this road with you lately, but
Oh, well. To a certain extent, there's a little bit. But, hey, it was Flores, though. So you can't say it's good luck with Flores, though, right?
how we eke out these wins with just a how many hits do we – you just did the stats. How many hits do we have today?
Oh, my gosh. 5 hits.
I can look it up. Well, let me see the total. San Francisco, 1, 3, 4, 5 hits.
5 hits. That's it. Okay, so President Posey, he talks about stat head. It's funny how he talks about that because it's interesting. I had something all ready to go. I already showed Glenn. We were going to have some fun with stat head. Check this out, guys. Would you trade either of these guys? Would you trade either of these guys? Yes or no? Would you guys trade either of these guys?
I'll let the guys answer first, and then I'll give you my.
What do you think? Would you trade either of them? Come on, what's up, Lou? RC Cola was freaking awesome. RC Cola, right up there at the top. Honestly, Glenn, I think you would love RC Cola. It's right up there with Pepsi, man.
RC Cola, dude. I got a case of it in under the sink.
Would you trade either of these guys?
RC.
I'm not asking who they are. Would you trade either of them?
No, one of them's not Lou.
Would you trade either of these guys? I don't know if they still make RC. Yes. Yaz, yes. Jung-Hoo Lee, no. Really? Okay. LZ's on it. LZ doesn't mess around.
So, listen, Eric, if everybody wants to trade Yaz, is Buster working the phone to trade the guy on the right?
Yeah, right. No. And LZ was correct. Look at that.
If their numbers are the same and everybody to a man, we got to get rid of Mike Wazowski. Got to trade him. Got to get rid of him.
These guys have almost identical numbers. Identical numbers.
So what does that tell you?
So where is the Yastrzemski? I don't hear those in the
Where's
crowd.
the trade? I got to get rid of Jung-Hoo. Got to get rid of him.
I hear a lot of let's trade Yaz. But Jung-Hoo Lee right now is around the same. Just saying. Food for thought.
Eric, I
get it. Jung-Hoo Lee is a younger guy, but I'm just saying you just got to be careful. Just be careful.
I think that's grown legs too, Eric. I think that Mike Yastrzemski's a valuable piece to this team right now. He is, but it's
right now,
grown legs.
Right.
I think that Yastrzemski could be a valuable player.
I know
for any team in the race.
Yes.
So why not just keep him around? What has he done wrong? What has he done wrong?
That's fair, and that's fair. And plus, you don't trade away guys that are bad, right? Right? You can't. You can't trade away guys that are bad.
You can't trade away the whole team, Eric.
Look, at the trade deadline, the only way you trade MLB talent is if you're out of it. If you're out of it. Just saying. I think Jung-Hoo Lee is starting to come back to earth a little bit. Look, am I going to say he's absolutely horrendous? No, I'm not.
Oh, my God.
No, I'm not.
If they're calling...
Okay, LZ. No, this is the problem.
What?
He says a lot of his hits are right at players. Yeah, you know where they're right at? A ground ball to the second baseman. A ground ball to... That's what it is. Jung-Hoo Lee up to bat. Ground ball to second baseman. Jung-Hoo Lee for his second at bat. Ground ball to the second baseman. His third at bat. Ground ball to the second baseman. You get where I'm going. It's not that he's hitting the ball with authority. He's hitting ground balls to the second baseman. That's the problem. Jung-Hoo doesn't walk a lot. No, he doesn't. Yes, has a better on base. Yes, has taken more bases than Jung-Hoo Lee. I'm not saying that we trade Jung-Hoo Lee. That's what I'm trying to say. All I'm saying is the point of the exercise is there's a lot of calls for trading Yaz, right? There is. I understand it. I get it. But what I'm trying to say is his numbers this year are not much better than what Jung-Hoo Lee is. Lee is known for hitting a lot of grounders. Well, in Korea, yes, he is. Yes, he is. And it's always ground balls to the second baseman. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Here's a breakdown of his stats, Eric. Jung-Hoo Lee. Well, I'll give them credit in the chat. He's walked a lot this month. He's got 15 walks in the last 30 games, okay? In his last 30 games, he's batting .218. In the last 2 weeks, last 15 games, he's batting .185, and in the last week, he's batting .111. He's going backwards fast.
Yeah, and look, guys will go through slumps, right? Yeah, he's going to go through slumps. It's baseball. I'm just saying that Jung-Hoo Lee right now the league is adjusting to him, but he has to freaking adjust back, because if he doesn't,
that's another 30-day slump, though, Eric, to go from 218 and I told you the numbers, 185 in the last 15 and 111. Batting 100 in the last week worth of games. Oh. And he's the guy that's got to be a trendsetter. He's got to get on base.
Yes, exactly.
He's the guy that's got to be on the base paths.
Let me see.
Dude, we were... I know they don't like the word, Eric, lucky, but come on. We stole a game today at home.
I'm telling you. But it was because of Wilmer. Look, if it wasn't for Wilmer, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we got to stop with the trade Wilmer Flores. Come on. Just enough with that. And
I just don't understand it.
You know, he's he's a pull hitter. He's a pull hitter, lining them out between first, second. He gets the odd shot. He gets those line shots up to right field. But they're once in a while lately.
All right, here we go. JG, he's bringing in some stats. Check out these stats. Jung-Hoo Lee's stats versus expected stats. 227, 289, 347. Okay. Weighted on base, 282 versus 266, 327. Interesting. Very interesting.
Dallas disagrees with me. He says it wasn't stolen.
Very interesting.
Got a hit with runner in scoring position. I still say they stole that, Eric. Jeez,
I hear what
offensively today. What do we do offensively other than that?
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, the team, I'll tell you what, guys, granted, with baseball, you got 9 innings. The game isn't over until it's over, right? The Giants just could not execute all the way up until the 7th inning. They had all these opportunities, and they just couldn't come through. That is a problem. Even though the Giants won today, they need to get something going, man, because there's going to be times where you need those additional runs. If it wasn't for freaking Logan Webb, if it was another pitcher, The pitcher could have gave up 3 runs. And look, if you have a pitcher that went out there and gave you a quality start, the Giants lose.
Could have been a 6-2 ball game.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
If you had a pitcher that went out there, gave you 6 innings, and gave up 3 runs, which is a decent outing, the Giants would have lost. So I'm just saying the Giants got to work on this. They have to. And President Posey, yes, Wilmer did his job. He was the hero of today, man. There's no doubt about it.
Tommy Murphy says we need a bat at second. We need a bat at short. We need one at center.
Hold
you know
on.
what I say to him? Go buy a Yankees hat. Because
I tell you
that's a lot of spots to fill, Eric.
I tell you what. The Giants need a lot of things.
You're talking about blowing it up at that point.
They need a starting pitcher. They need a second baseman. They need a first baseman. Right field. I mean, that could use an upgrade. It's not in dire need, but the dire needs is first base, second base.
Yeah.
Right? Bullpen. You probably need another bullpen arm. Now, bullpen arms you could get those fairly cheap. But the starting pitcher, they need another starting pitcher.
But you can't get caught. Eric, you just cannot. You know what? I'll give you a prime example. You are the guy that I kind of had to adopt your philosophy. You go, hey, pitching wins and losses for the pitcher. You don't read into that. You don't read into that, right? That's like saying today. If we had lost today 2-1, would you have said, oh my God, Webb sucks? No, you wouldn't. A quality start's a quality start.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
But don't kid yourself, Eric. Do not kid yourself, and don't get all excited with this, we're 12 games over 500. Dude, this is a mirage.
I wouldn't go that far because the pitching is keeping them, and this is why we need a pitcher. Look, let me ask this, and Glenn, I'll ask you the same thing and ask the chat. Do you trust Verlander and Roop going the rest of the way?
No.
Okay. That answers the question. You got to get a starting pitcher. The chat, do you guys feel comfortable with Verlander and Roop going the rest of the way? Or
now
do
we
you
got
think
Boston.
they need to make an upgrade? Look, I'm
Boston's coming in. They're going to hit the long ball all weekend, Eric. You said there's going to be a wind tomorrow. The winds will be blowing. A nor'easter.
And I tell you what, and that's why I think the Giants need to go get a starting pitcher. Do I say they got to go get an ace? No. I'm not saying they need to get an ace. They need to get like a number 3. If they could get a good number 3, I would be happy. A major leaguer, man. Because it's going to be an issue coming down the stretch again with Verlander and Roop. I feel confident in Birdsong. I do. I feel confident in Birdsong. No, it's not time to bring up wisdom. I see that. It's no. I would keep.
Next, it'll be bring up a first baseman, Eric. Were you entertained today, Eric? Today was like watching grass grow.
Oh, today was more like freaking.
I was not entertained by this ball game.
No, there was not much entertainment until it got to the 7th inning. Then it got entertainment. It got entertaining in the 7th. But exactly, I know, and that's the thing, man. That's what Jack, and this is why I want the Giants to hold on to freaking Wisenhunt because he could be good trade bait. Right, Jack? I mean, Wisenhunt is one of your better left-handed pitchers, starting pitchers in the minor leagues. The Giants need to hold on to him. They can't. I wouldn't bring him up to the big leagues and get him exposed to that major league talent yet, but I would use him as a trade in a heartbeat to get somebody.
And Tony.
Use it in a heartbeat.
Tony, I've said it. That's what matters.
Bryce is better bait, says it. Nah. You'd have to look, Anthony. You would have to get something huge, and no one's going to offer anything huge. Oh, don't start talking about Stroman. Come on, Bonsai. No, yes, he is injured. Did you see that? I think what was it? Was it his knee or his ankle?
It's a good thing we got.
The Giants did
we got 6 minutes left in the show, Eric. It's going off the rails on us.
I know. Guys, this is going to be a short show.
This is going to be a short one
tonight. But I would not go to Stroman. He's useless right now, man. He's no on Stroman.
You got to be careful what you say too. Look, JG says, I think Luciano needs to, he's got to go. No room for it.
You know what?
You know the funny thing,
Action.
Eric, if they called him next week, they called him up and the guy was on a tear and he hit 5 home runs next week, th'd be saying, should have been brought up long ago.
I know.
They just roll with the tide.
It depends on what your preference is. Or each fan has a preference of what they want to see with the team, right?
Yeah, but you can't be flip-flopping. You can't be dealing one day. Look, the same guys who say trade Flores next week are like, yeah, trade Flores, he's the best thing. And then a week later, they're like, what's he still doing on the team?
This is what a baseball season will drive you batty. But what's going to happen is if you have a stretch, what's up, Mike? If you have a stretch,
to understand than my Rubik's, I'm telling you.
Say the Giants just got done,
broke it.
I heard it. That thing just blew up.
She blew.
They just came off a 4-game losing streak. And then what happens is fans get pissed off. They start looking on what's going on in the minor leagues. They see Luciano hitting bombs all over the place. So what is their first thought? We got to bring up Luciano, right? I get it. I understand the feeling because the team or fans just want the team to freaking put out talented players, right? That's what they want to do. But if you kind of have to back away from it a little bit, look at the bigger picture, right? And understand, hey, maybe this guy could be used as a package deal for somebody else that is already major league ready. Because I don't think Luciano is ready to come up to the major leagues yet. Yes, he's got the power, but he's still got a lot of swing and miss. So I'd rather just trade him and get someone who's a bona fide freaking MLB player than, he may not exactly do it at the MLB level. Just saying. No, we don't want Luciano at second base, champ. No. We've seen what he could do with the glove at the middle infielder position. No.
But there's still this hatred toward Wilmer, Eric. Everybody, he's a great DH. This is great. We got a great DH. Why do you want to take your best hitter out of the lineup, Eric?
Well, I tell you what. Yeah,
you're the guy, and here's my reasoning. You're the guy who says, I want my best hitter at the top of the lineup. So why would you want your best hitter on the bench?
Because he's going to come up and look what happened today. If he was in the game today as a starter, that point of the game, his spot in the lineup might not be coming up.
But if he was in the lineup today, would it have been 1-0?
We don't know. See, all we could deal that's kind of factual.
I don't agree with that logic, right? And I'll tell you why. So if we're in a big tight playoff game, the 7th game, Eric, World Series, you're going to say, I'm not going to start Webb. I'll keep Webb for the 8th inning because maybe he can close because I need him to come in when I need him. Eric, you got to roll with your best.
No, I get it. But there's a problem. I think you start exposing him a little bit too much, talking about Flores, because the last thing you want to do is have him start winding down. His legs just aren't the same. Aren't the same. Yes, I get what you're saying. You put your best lineup, and yes, I like to see him take more at bats than what he's getting. Sure, I get it, but I also love that ability to get a guy off the bench. I mean, that is it's unbelievable, man. I mean, he just comes through.
And Eric, again, I'm going to go on the defensive for Wilmer Flores in many ways. So everybody says, I'm sick and tired of everybody saying, and again, when things pop up in the chat and online and on KNBR, they kind of grow legs. People just, I agree. It's their own thoughts then, but it's actually somebody else's who was just out there in left field. So Jung-Hoo Lee's got 6 stolen bases this year, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Wilmer's got 1.
Mm-hmm.
Wilmer's the slow. He's too slow. He came through today. What did he hit? It was a nice double, Eric. The guy's doubles machine. Well, if you can't run, it's hard to get to second base, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it was
he can't play first, and he can't do this, and he can't do that. Like, come on.
Look,
drive me nuts.
Let's talk about this. Where is his strength? It's
in
not
the batter's
defense. There you go. That's why when you bring that guy up in a key situation, he's going to come through for you. That's the point. His forte isn't his glove. It's his speed, right? It's his bat. Come on. And look, like I said, I'm a fan of Wilmer in these clutch situations. You shouldn't trade him.
That'll be Mike. We won because of Wilmer. Put him in the lineup.
He won because he came off the bench, Mike-O. Come on, Mike. Mike. If he was in the lineup, there's nothing saying that he would have came up in that situation.
We wouldn't have needed to bring somebody in. He would have had this additional 3 at-bats. We would have been winning 4-1.
So what if the Giants were losing and then the guy you had to go to on the bench was Bo Porter or was Pisner or was Fitzgerald? Come on. I'm just saying Wilmer came through in the perfect stop that he will excel in. What was his? Okay, here we go. What is the record that he holds for the New York Mets?
Oh, don't go down that road.
No, come on, Glenn. Come on, man. What is
He's clutch. He's clutch.
Yes, I love it. He's clutch. And
he has the New York Metropolitans. He's the career walk-off king.
There you go, man. And that's what the Giants did. And he didn't walk it off, but he came through in the clutch, man. That's what I loved about that. I'm not shitting on
I understand, Eric.
Right?
I understand. Yeah. But if you're trailing 3-0 in the bottom of the ninth, are you saying, hey, it's a good thing we kept Bonds out of the game and kept him because maybe he can hit a grand slam with the bases loaded, we win. You got to play it out, Eric. You can't you can't play it out hoping to be losing. Get him in there and hope you're already winning.
I get it. And look, he's going to have starts. It's not like he is not going to be on the bench all the time. And you know what? You use him in certain spots so he stays fresh. So when we come into August and September and every game's going to matter, woo, then he's going to be fresh and ready to go, man.
Okay, I disagree in the reasoning that you don't. Listen, what's the worst thing this team does? They screw around with the lineup and who's in and who. You know what? Wilmer's been hot. Wilmer's had a damn good season, one of the best in his career, Eric. Leave him in there.
Yeah.
Leave him in there. Everybody say, oh, he's old. God, I should have been buried about 30 years ago then. My God. Yeah. The way they talk about, oh, this guy's old. Jesus. Oh, you're my age. What am I? Prehistoric?
There we go. It says, Wilmer is going to play first base against lefties and Smith against righties. Melvin is trying to preserve Wilmer's legs. And in a must-win game, Wilmer will play first base. That makes sense, right? Right, Glenn? That makes sense. But having Wilmer Flores as a pinch hitter is called situational, 100%.
I agree with all that, but I just say, you're what do you want to do? You want to put somebody else's bat in the lineup?
I hear you.
You lose 3 at-bats a game, Eric. You play 6 games that week. That's 18 at-bats. You've taken the bat out of his hand.
But here's the problem. What if you come in September and he's gassed to a certain extent?
Then what comes in September and he hasn't been on a roll? He hasn't been rolling. You got to roll.
Look, we could go either way. Honestly, you could go either way on this. I just want him to be put in a situation where it's going to be best for the team. That's all I want. Real quick before we get out of here, because we're going to only go about another 6 minutes or so. Not Wilmer. Listen to me.
I'm on the offensive today. Now he's going to be saying Wilmer.
I know.
You're going to have
Willie Adames. Do you still like Willie Adames batting second in the lineup? Okay, while you guys answer the question,
I'll tell you something, Eric.
Hold on. Do you like Willie Adames batting in the 2-hole? Thank you for the $5, sir.
And now, another Giant Sports Talk Live Super Chat.
Trying to catch the Dodgers is full gold for us. Okay, we should focus on a wild card and hope Padres lose again. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I don't think we should just give up. Right? Don't think we should just give up. But no, I agree. I agree, because right now the Giants are playing some good baseball. There's no reason you still play to try to win the division, right? And if you have to settle for the wild card, I'm okay. I just don't want the wild card to be the focus. It always should be winning the division, always. Anyways, Prapa, hey, I love that. I love the freaking avatar. I got the American flag on the field and the $5. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
You know, I come across a lot of times, like they call Lou over on NorCal Network. They call him Mr. Salty, Eric. And everybody comes across like, oh, Glenn hates the Giants. But you know what, Eric? You got to be realistic. This team has more holes than Swiss cheese, dude.
I tell you what, I don't like Willie Adames batting second. I've said it what did I say? I want Lee, Ramos, Devers, and then the cleanup. I don't know who you put in the cleanup, but I tell you what, because I don't think Willie Adames is going to be much better. Hell, Smith would be better at freaking cleanup than Willie Adames.
You see where Lee, guys, did any of you catch the game today? A lot of people have to work. It's a work day, afternoon baseball. It's not always for everybody. Lee was batting 7th today, Eric.
I know.
If he falls any lower, he'll be the guy riding the bench. What is going on?
I don't know.
7th?
Don't ask me, man. Ask the manager.
You got Dominic Smith batting 5th, but Lee's batting 7th.
Here we go. President Posey. I like this. President Posey. Lee, Ramos, Devers, Chapman, Smith or Wilmer at 5th, Adames. Again, that's your 1 through 6. And again, that's when Chapman. I agree with that. I like that. That is okay. I think, and then you run with that. Run with that.
I get Chapman out of the 4-hole, Eric. I get him out and put I put Wilmer in the 4-hole. If he says Mr. Clutch, he should be batting cleanup.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that I would.
But the rest looks good. The higher up, you can't get much higher than 1st. That is where Jung-Hoo Lee. I don't get 7th, Eric. That should be a topic of discussion itself.
That was weird. That one was a bit weird.
I want to get into that coming up. I'm going to take a look at where he's batted all year and see where the chart shows. Like he's just
usually batting in the 3-hole. Right?
1, 3. Yesterday it was, I think, 5 or 6. Today, 7. Dude. And he was ahead, just 1 ahead of Bailey. If he falls behind Bailey, I'm telling you, I'm throwing in the towel. I got to question what the hell's going on, Eric. Sometimes for me, it's like Bob Melvin makes 2 steps forward and always seems to take 1 step back on us. I don't get this lineup on a day-to-day basis, especially against lefties. Especially.
I don't like that lefty lineup. Just keep it the same.
No wonder we lose against lefties.
Lee.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong here?
Well, I don't like
Lee in the 7-hole.
That makes no sense. And here's Dan. This is when Chapman comes back. Lee, Chapman, Devers, Ramos, Flores in the 5-hole. Okay. Adames in the 6th. Yaz, Bailey, Schmidt. This way,
Dan nailed it. That is, I can't disagree with that at all. That nails it.
I'm fine with that. That's another great lineup. There's nothing wrong with that one either.
You like Ramos up a little higher. You go, your best bat should be up a little higher. But, dude, the cleanup role is for 100 years. Your cleanup guy's the guy who's got to deliver the runs. You get him on, he gets them in to start the game.
Yeah, and the thing is Devers is your RBI guy, but Ramos could be too in the 4-hole. I mean, look at Garrigan. Look, I'm not comparing them to Garrick and Ruth, but Garrick and Ruth both had a lot of RBIs. So then again, it was the Yankees.
Well, we're no more murderers row, Eric. Come on.
No. Hey, I'm telling you, we're going to see what's going to happen here at the trade deadline. I think Buster Posey sees what's going on. Look, and before we get out of here, going to get out of here right now. Buster Posey doesn't extend Chapman, doesn't sign Willie Adames, doesn't sign Verlander, and doesn't trade Devers for shits and giggles. He's going for it. Buster Posey is going for it. 100%. As he said, it's go time, and he ain't messing around. So I don't think the Giants are going to be sitting idle with the trade deadline. I mean, look, they already traded for Devers, but I'm talking about when we get closer to the deadline, Giants are going to make more moves.
Birdsong, Roop, Ray, Boston's in town. I just don't like the way things are falling into place with the Sox coming in.
Well, I tell you what, we'll talk about that later tonight. So we'll be back around 8:30, somewhere around there, and we will do a Giants Red Sox little preview because we got a special guest, Justin from Boston, will be joining us. He is a huge Boston Red Sox fan, so he'll give us a little inside scoop about the Boston Red. Because look, I'm not familiar. You know, all I see is what we see on ESPN and freaking on Twitter and YouTube. So let's see what we got here with the Giants going up against the Red Sox.
And we won't necessarily have to do a complete recap of what happened today in detail like we normally do in the evening show. We've already done that. We'll talk a little bit about the game off the top. Maybe we'll get some of our guys in, do a little open phone as well. We're going to take a call from Boston coming up, as Eric mentioned. And Robbie Dizzle wanted to come in. I said, where the hell is Robbie? Now I realize.
Where the hell's Robbie?
We didn't put out the link.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
We'll have him come in tonight. Whoops.
Oopsie. All right, I'll see you guys tonight at 8 o'clock. Eric, good job as usual. Take
You
us
bet.
out.
All right. See you guys tonight. Woo!